Alright, so we're at the unit, checking out the Buick. And normally when I first started working on cars, my first thing to do was intake swap or a muffler swap. But nowadays, what my first preference is, swap these crummy yellowy headlights. Yeah. That's what I like to do nowadays because those drive me nuts. I think I might actually have, maybe not here, but I might actually have some yellow LEDs to put up in here as well. We'll see what those bulb sizes are. But thankfully, we'll swap those out. Got some extra LEDs. So, whoa, oh, sorry. So you got these pins. This is kind of funny because this is how, if I remember correctly, this is how my Corsica used to work way back when. So you pull that out, and then we can pull all the lights out and swap everything. So I'm going to start pulling this out and we'll see what we got. Alright, so the grill is held in by a bunch of these pins, which some of them broke, but there is a wire that's supposed to go here. And that's missing. I don't know where that one's going. Here's one turn signal light. This harness is very similar to like a 2000 Impala. And so we got the sea light bulb and we got the whole harness stuck in here. So let's turn it on, see what it looks like. I'm expecting great things. But a real simple swap. I don't see anything. Oh, I was pointing at the ground. Oh yeah, look at that. Look at that. Not even pointing in the right direction. It's so much better. That's cool. Very cool. Yeah, some LED yellows up there would be good. So see, that's a huge difference right there. We're gonna look down in here farther and see what that if I can use the 90 06s on the fog lights as well, because I can have a set of those, so we could really be going, which would be kind of cool. Alright, so first improvement here. So the fog light bulbs are the same as the headlight bulbs in this truck, so we swap those. It's a little bit, it might be a little bit better, it's kind of hard to tell. So I put a LED 194 in there because this doesn't seem to have any turn signal issue. I'm not going to really worry about going LED on here because those aren't on unless the signal or the hazards are on. And the LED looks nice in there. So we cranked it up. Thankfully, it no issues with the battery here, so that was good. Only thing was, it was a little noisier on startup engine-wise than I thought. So that was a little bit sad. So there's those pins. You need to make sure this is pulled out best it can be gently. A lot of plastic here. A lot of plastic. And so that side's all, that come out easier. Yep, this side comes out easier since it's all banged up. I think I might have been able to bend this ear back. So we'll try to, that fender's all bent in. We might be able to fix that from whatever little fender bender it was in. Alright, so we'll pull this out of the, there we go. And now we can see what's going on here. That bulb might be dead, so we might be able to put in two clear LEDs, which would look nice. And then we'll put a new amber down here. And then we'll polish these lenses eventually. Get them looking the best we can because these lenses are about 200 bucks brand new a piece. So we're going to see what we can figure out there. There's cheaper than the Saab 97Xs. Yep, that one's dead. This one's alive. It's weird because that one's clear and this one's amber. It's kind of neat to see those amber ones. Alright, so we get those out of the way and we'll swap this. I'll get right back to you. Alright, so we got all this done here in the front. I think it looks pretty good. But we're missing the turn signal on that side, so you've just got the bulbs there in the front. So yeah, we're going to see what we can kind of do here in the back, and we'll go from there. See if there's any LEDs or stuff we can swap. And we'll see, but that's about it. We're going to try to tackle for the day. Let's see what we got here. See what we got. The thing is, we'll have a lot of exhaust too. Yeah, so we got screwdrivers. We can probably swap those out. I'm sure it's got some ugly LED or incandescent. Gently. Ooh, we're kind of scratched back here. What I would like to do, I think, is get the saw lights for back here. We'll see what happens. Those bulbs are fine. Yeah. So I haven't been able to find any wheels yet, but that's okay. So we'll see. These bulbs might be, yeah. We'll probably check those another day. But overall, I'm impressed so far. All right. See what we can knock out here. Alright, so I don't know how well that's going to record or not, but anyways, we get this right over here. There we go. Pull this out, and this pod or connection is kind of like the old 88 to 98 trucks, where it has a little module that screws into your lens, and then you just plug that into it. So that's kind of interesting. So it makes it pretty easy. I think the incandescent bulbs look good for the taillights and stuff, so we're just swapping in some cheapy. You see, we got this right here. So you can, thankfully, you can unplug it simply, and then unscrew these to get to our bulbs. Alright, I'll let you get back to it in a minute. Alright, so there's that one. Looks kind of nice. So, we'll test some bulbs here and see which one of these I've got left over works. It works well. Nothing in that one. A little shaky. Little blinks. That should be fine though. Yeah, that should do. Yeah, some blinks, but it'll work. Cool. Alright, so we'll undo this and then screw everything back together and plug it back in. Be good to go. I'm just gonna try one more just in case. That was pretty wobbly. Productive days. I think about an hour. So it's like we get the one bulb up there, so we could do like a strip up there long term, and that would look much better across the top. So stuff to figure out there. That was first mod to the Buick. So we need to do fluids. I was going to try to get that today, but just wasn't enough time. So, but we got that done. Easy to do. And I didn't have to spend any money. That's all stuff I had left over for my Suburban. And when I bought this the Silverado here, I got the wrong size headlight bulb, so I had an extra pair of 9006s. So this was all easy. Oh, we got the Wawa holiday drinks here. Peppermint cookies and cream, something like that. So making progress slowly. Lots of little things. It's had a rough life, poor car, but hopefully we can turn in something good. Alrighty, 7 o'clock or something, taking the Buick back. Still working on a name, not sure what yet, but as you can see, the LEDs make such a big difference in driving. So no major crazy issues. I still need to bring it back to the house and do fluids, pop the wheels off, check brakes and stuff. I'm pretty sure I'm going to need new rotors and pads and stuff, but overall pretty good. The seat does kind of slide a lot, which is kind of annoying. So it's kind of like my 2000 Tahoe I had several years ago, but only on the passenger seat it would do it. So you still need to clear that code too. I didn't have forgot to bring the reader out and knock it out. So, but pretty impressed with it today. It's got a lot of potential still, I think. So I think I'd really like some better wheels, but I think it might be smarter just to go ahead and buy some cheap tires, the widest ones I can get for this, paint the wheels gloss black, and then black out all the chrome, and just focus on suspension and making sure motor, exhaust, make sure the motors and transmissions doing best they can, and then take my time, pick out the wheels I really want, and go from there. So it feels pretty spunky. I need to check the take a picture of the RPO codes in the glove box maybe, and see what gears it has. I'm wondering if it doesn't have 373s in it. So it feels like it's a little bit bit sluggish on that. So we'll see what's going on there. Whee! Brakes are doing okay though for how old it is. All right, thanks for watching. We'll get back to more with you eventually.